Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
And today we're going to continue talking about food delivery services. Remember, last time we were listening to a conversation between Doris and Mike. Doris either runs a restaurant or she's responsible for food delivery. And she's talking to Mike about maybe using one of those food delivery services. And they were talking about the pros and cons of using such a service.
Now, day 2, we're going to be coming up with our own online food delivery platform because, as you know, AMC has all kinds of businesses. We've been a bank, we've been a school, we've been a shoe store, we've been everything.
An airline, too?
We've been an airline.
A bank?
We do it all. So this is AMC Eats, a company, of course, that we're making up. We're going to read through the lesson and then we'll be back to talk about some of these phrases and words. AMC Eats is a revolutionary online food delivery platform. Since our launch, we have expanded to offer our services in hundreds of cities across the globe. How the platform works. We are currently partnered with tens of thousands of restaurants. Our business model is simple. Restaurants can focus on preparing meals and will help to boost business by handling delivery and payment. You will receive an alert whenever a customer places an order from your restaurant via the AMC Eats app. Once you accept an order, AMC Eats will send a delivery courier to your establishment. The courier will retrieve the order and deliver it to the customer's residence as scheduled. During the process, the customer can monitor the status of the order through our robust web interface. How to register. To get started with AMC Eats, 1. Go to amceats.com and click the Restaurant Sign Up tab. 2. Fill in the contact form. 3. A representative will contact you shortly afterward to verify the data. 4. You will receive a welcome package, which includes AMC Eats logo stickers and a special tablet. 5. You can upload your menu to our server and begin accepting orders. Fees and payments. AMC Eats charges restaurants a 25% commission for orders. In addition, we also charge a one-time fee of 4,000 NT dollars to cover activation costs. We pay our partner restaurants on a weekly basis. Payment is sent directly to their company bank account.
Okay, let's talk about the contents of today's lesson. It's an article, and it's introducing this company called AMC Eats. Remember, at the beginning of our program, we told you that this is just made up. It doesn't really exist. We're using it as a way to discuss this phenomenon of food delivery services. So this is some kind of introduction that you might see on the internet or in a flyer or something like that. And the title is Getting Started with AMC Eats. Okay, basically it means it's an introduction to AMC Eats. This is going to let you know how it works and what you need to do if you're interested in using our services.
Right, so the first sentence says AMC Eats is a revolutionary online food delivery platform. We talk about platforms when we talk about social media. There are lots of different social media platforms. One would be Instagram, another's Facebook, which is popular here. Well, these food delivery services are considered to be a food delivery platform. And of course, it's online because it's digital or on computers and your phones, of course, that are connected to the internet. So if it's revolutionary, guys, it just means it's completely new. It's something that is so new that it almost changes the way people think or do things in a particular field or area. We often talk about revolutionary wars where a government is overthrown for a new government, like the American Revolutionary War, or the French Revolutionary War, where they kicked out their king and queen and they became a democracy. So, yeah, it can be a very, very big change, but it doesn't have to just deal with war or countries or politics. It can be something that happens in business. I thought it was revolutionary when Apple came out with their first iPhone. I remember watching a guy on a plane use his hand to move the pictures on his screen, and I just thought, what is he doing? It was the first time I'd seen one. That's revolutionary.
It certainly was at the time, and yes, if something is revolutionary, it's new, and then it has never been done before, and it makes big changes. So that's what AMC Eats is claiming here. It's revolutionary, it's new, it does things differently, and it goes on to say, since our launch, or since we started business, we have expanded to offer our services in hundreds of cities across the globe. So I suppose they began probably here in Taipei, but they were so successful and they did it so well, and the delivery drivers were so professional that the services expanded to Taichung and Kaohsiung and Pingdong and places like that, and then over to Hong Kong, and then to Japan, and then Korea, and the rest of the world.
They're all over. Now, how does the platform work? How the platform works is not a question. They're telling you how something is operating, how it operates. We are currently partnered with tens of thousands of restaurants. So tens of thousands would be 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. You could also say hundreds of thousands, which would mean you're talking about a number that's greater than 100,000 or one. Oh dear, too much math in Chinese here. Our business model is simple. So how does their business work? We often talk about a business model. Well, the restaurants can focus on just fixing the food. That's what they are good at. And then this AMC Eats will help them boost their business by handling delivery and payment. So when you order food through the food delivery services here in Taiwan, your money is going directly to those food delivery services, and then they reimburse or pay the restaurants on some sort of basis. Here, our fake AMC Eats pays on a weekly basis. I don't know what the food delivery services actually do, though.
Right, so yes, the restaurants can focus on the food, they can focus on preparing meals, and then we'll help boost your business by handling delivery and payment. Leave it up to us, and we'll handle the delivery, and we'll handle the money involved. And it goes on to say, you will receive an alert whenever a customer places an order from your restaurant via the AMC Eats app. So people, of course, will be using their devices, either their smartphone or their tablet, or maybe even their PC or their laptop or whatever. They will download an app, some kind of computer program. It will have a little icon on the screen, and you click it and you place your order. And let's say you order some fried chicken or something like that from Tommy's Fried Chicken or something. So you go to their platform, I guess, their menu on the app there. You place your order, and then Tommy's Fried Chicken will receive some kind of indication. They will get some kind of signal on their computer, which, of course, you're familiar with that sound if you're in a restaurant waiting for your food. Inevitably, you'll hear this ba 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 ba.
Oh, really?
And you'll know they're receiving an order from one of those delivery apps.
I didn't know that. I'm always home. I never hear it. So, yeah, via just means through or by way of. You'll often see it when we talk about traveling from one place to another, especially on planes. I'm going to Paris via London or through London. It tells people what route you're taking. Here, we're just saying that they place an order to the restaurant via the app. So they go through the app to place the restaurant order. So once you accept an order, AMC Eats will send a delivery courier. A courier is somebody or even a company that delivers something. Here, of course, they're delivering meals, but you could talk about some of the delivery services like FedEx and DHL. They're couriers as well. Taiwan is great with courier services. They've got a lot of different companies delivering packages from all sorts of companies. You guys are really good at that. I feel like I'm back in New York. New York had great courier services as well. But
they were bicycles, right?
Not always, but a lot of them were bikes. Yeah, and boy, they were dangerous on the streets, those bike riders.
Yeah, if you live in New York or Chicago or Montreal and you want something delivered, you might see a bicycle pulling up, somebody on a fixed gear bicycle or something like that, but that won't happen in Taiwan so much because the infrastructure here is just geared for scooters, and if you're a bicycle, you'll probably get run over by those scooters. So, of course, there'll be someone on a scooter probably wearing a uniform, and they'll have a big box on the back of their scooter to carry the items in. And so the courier will retrieve the order. The courier will pick up the order. They will fetch the order and deliver it to the customer's residence as scheduled. So that's what happens. The courier stops by and picks up the order and then delivers it to the customer. And in this particular case, it will deliver it to the customer's residence. Residence, of course, just refers to where you live. So they'll deliver it to your home, but they'll also, of course, deliver it to your office as well. I wonder if they'll deliver it to you if you're at a park somewhere. Yeah, I'd like to have a Reuben sandwich, and I'm sitting here in Singlong Park. Could you deliver it to me? I'm sitting right by the main entrance. Yeah, they might do that.
No, they can, because my address used to be too far for one of the restaurants that I loved. So I would give them the address of, it was just an intersection of streets, and I would meet them out there.
Okay.
It was like, it was so close to my house, it was less than 2 minutes walk, but they refused to go past San Duan on my street, so I would just go meet them. Yeah, they're great. I wanted to mention retrieve can mean to get something back that you lost before. Maybe, like me, I sometimes forget my thermos, so I have to go back to a studio to retrieve it. But here we're saying they're picking something up, and that's kind of a special usage that we're using now with these courier services. So they can deliver it to your residence, or you could try, as Tom suggested, see if they'll deliver to your favorite park. During the process, the customer can monitor the status of the order through their robust web interface. They have this tracking system that's great. If you monitor something, you're following it, you're tracking it. To monitor, a lot of times, if you go to the hospital, you can see lots of those machines that will monitor the patient's vital signs, their heartbeat, their oxygen level, things like that.
Yep, they'll monitor the status or status. I think you can pronounce that word both ways. It will just check on the condition of your order. Has it left the restaurant yet? Is it en route to your house? Has it arrived yet? You can check those things out. I seldom check on those things, but again, as I've said, I don't really use these delivery services at all. But, if you're worried about your order, you can monitor the status of it. And they have a robust web interface. So robust here just means it's complete. It's got all sorts of details. It's very strong. It's very complete. And you'll be able to find the information you want really easily.
The web interface just refers to how you interact with either your phone or your computer, the app. Sometimes I'm on my computer and I just go to their website, and it works the same as the app does on my phone. So you can do it that way. How do you register? Well, our article talks about the steps that you take. So you go to their website, you click on the restaurant sign-up tab. It's also available in the app. You can fill in the contact form. Someone will contact you As a restaurant, they'll say, oh, we see you're interested in our food delivery service. They want to verify the data that you send to them. To verify just means to make something or to make sure something's correct. So you'll receive a welcome package. It probably includes some of the forms that you need to fill out. It's got some stickers, a special tablet that you probably use in the restaurant to receive the orders. And then you can upload your menu to the server and begin accepting orders. Sounds pretty easy.
That's how it works, and that's how we're getting started with AMC Eats. But then, of course, there's the concern of money. We've got fees and payments. Of course, fees are money you pay for a service, and then the payment, of course, is how you pay. Do you give them cash? Do you electronically pay through your bank account or something like that? And AMC Eats charges restaurants a 25% commission for orders. So let's say the order costs, let's say 400 NT dollars. Well, they'll get to keep 100 NT dollars because that's 25% of 400 NT dollars.
Well, in addition, it says we also charge an online or a one-time fee of $4,000 just to set up the new account. So commission is often charged, guys, on large item sales. Car salesmen, they get a commission on whatever they sell. And I sometimes will ask people in stores, do you get a commission on this? And if they say yes, then I make sure and just keep my business with them so they get credit for helping me. A lot of companies don't have commissions, so you don't have to worry about that. So commission, yeah. A lot of people who sell at advertising work on commission. Or in sales, a lot of people work on commission. So that's important to find out. Well, you've got the 25% commission for the orders and then that $4,000 fee to activate the account. And then you learn that they pay their partner restaurants on a weekly basis. So payment is sent directly to the restaurant's company bank account. And that's how they get their money back from those meals that were delivered through the food delivery service.
That's right. So no cash has to be involved with the deliveries. The delivery people just send the product right over and you get it, and you worry about making the payment at a later time. Okay, that brings us to the end of our discussion for today, but we've got some more discussion with some discussion questions in just a couple of seconds. So right now let's take a break, but please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello everyone, 大家好，我是派老师。今天讲解的是10月份 Unit3 第2天的课程。第2天课文内容是一家外送平台的对餐饮业者的广告。我们先一起来看内容。AMC Eats is a revolutionary online food delivery platform. Since our launch, we have expanded to offer our services in hundreds of cities across the globe. 好，我们知道这家外送平台的名字叫做 AMC Eats。那他们呢，刚推出这个线上的送餐服务平台。我们看一下 revolutionary 这个字，在这里呢，其实它就相当于 innovative I-N-N-O-V-A-T-I-V-E 创新的。好，所以他们所经营的是餐点外送的服务，而后面 since our launch， 这里的 launch 是名词，自从我们推出服务以来 since our launch， 那接着就开始解释这个平台到底是怎么运作的。We are currently partnered with tens of thousands of restaurants， 所以平台业者合作的餐厅有好几千家。We are partnered with， okay, we are partnered with， 这里指的就是和谁合作。好 ，Our business model is simple， 我们的商业模式很简单。Restaurants can focus on preparing meals and will help to boost business by handling delivery and payment。 所以这个平台就跟餐饮业者说，你们专心的把餐点做好就好了。至于呢，外送还有付款这部分，由我们来协助你们。我们这么做一定会对你们的业绩有所提升 ，boost business， 提升业绩 ，boost business。You'll receive an alert whenever a customer places an order from your restaurant via the AMC Eats app. 好，所以这个平台业者有一个应用程式，有一个 app， 那想要点餐的顾客就可以透过这一个 app 来点餐。顾客点餐之后，餐厅就会收到通知 ，they'll receive an alert。好，那我们说顾客点餐怎么说？就是 place an order，place an order。那当然，业者收到通知之后就可以接单 ，accept an order，accept an order。Once you accept an order， 那业者接单之后，平台业者 AMC Eats 就会开始呢派遣一位外送员 ，a delivery courier，a delivery courier 去哪里呢？To your establishment， 这里的 establishment 呢，就相当于营业的据点 business premises，business premises， 所以送他们把这个外送员呢派遣到他们的营业据点去。The courier will retrieve the order and deliver it to the customer's residence as scheduled。好，所以外送员他们会有一定的时间排程，然后就会去取餐 retrieve the order，retrieve the order 这里指的是取餐，送到点餐的顾客的家。During the process, the customer can monitor the status of the order。在外送的过程当中，顾客是可以监控订单送餐的流程 ，monitor the status 就是监控这个订单它处理的状态的 status。好，接着呢，业者继续说明，如果有意想要合作的餐厅要怎么注册。下面呢，总共有5个步骤。第一个呢，是要先去呢按这个所谓注册的键，接下来要填写表格 fill in the contact form。而第3步呢，则是业务人员，也就是平台的业者的业务人员会去验证资料 verify the data。而第4呢，到时候餐饮业者就会收到一个包裹，这里面呢有一些贴纸，而且呢有一个特别的平板电脑 a special tablet。那之后业者就可以把自己的菜单上传，开始接单了。最后是费用 AMC Eats charges restaurants a 25% commission for orders。请同学注意 commission 就是佣金，平台业者要抽取佣金 25%。而后 in addition, we also charge a one-time fee of $4,000 to cover activation costs。请同学把 activation costs 画起来，这里所指的就是开办费。好，以上呢就是我们针对多益测验课程第2天的内容进行的中文解说，谢谢大家。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, we've got some discussion questions for you. As promised, you're going to listen to us give you a sample discussion, and then you're all going to have a discussion amongst yourselves with your classmates and things like that. So here, of course, is our first question. We've got a couple of questions, but here's the first one. What are some advantages to using a food delivery service such as AMC Eats?
Well, even if you don't have a pandemic ongoing, you might not want to go outside because it's hot or maybe it's raining and it's just really not a very fun thing to have to go and find your restaurant in the rain. And so some people will stay home and order using a food delivery service on those kind of days. I've noticed that when it's raining, the food delivery service is really busy, so it's hard to even get an order placed. So there are advantages. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, well, like I said in our last program, I think it's good for the elderly. I recall there being an elderly gentleman in our neighborhood who couldn't walk very well, and every once in a while I'd see him walking up the hill to our community there with a bindang. He was going to eat a bindang by himself, and he had walked out to pick it up, but he was moving so slowly, and it looked so uncomfortable. So I suppose, in a way, these food delivery services are a godsend for people like him. He doesn't have to go out and pick up his food and eat it by himself. He can have someone deliver the food for him. So, yes, that's an advantage, and I suppose the other advantages are, like you said, on rainy days it's convenient to have the food delivered, or if it's difficult to find parking at your favorite restaurant, yeah, consider food delivery services. Okay, I think we've successfully handled that question. Let's move on now to the next question here. Here it is. Do you think the fees that AMC Eats charges are fair?
No, I think they're way too high. I can't imagine some of these food delivery services charging a 25% commission. That's way too much. Their food delivery charges are quite inexpensive. I was thinking of your elderly gentleman. Sometimes the food delivery charges are like 19 NT or 30 NT, which isn't bad. It depends on how far away you are as well. But I think that commission of 25% is way too much.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how these things work, so the commission fee might vary from company to company. And again, we've been mentioning the two companies. We haven't mentioned them by name, but they're by far the most common delivery services out there. But there are some other ones I've noticed, just not nearly as numerous. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the fees should be. But what I do know is the fee that these delivery persons, these couriers, receive per delivery. I think somebody told me it's around 40 NT dollars per delivery. It could vary. It could be more than that or could be less than that.
Depends on how far away they are.
True. So, but still, let's just say it's 40 NT per delivery. So these people make more money if they make more deliveries per hour.
Sure.
And therefore, of course, they have the incentive to deliver quickly. And that's why they, break these speed limits and run red lights and stuff like that.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, yes, of course. There's just some bad apples out there that do this, but I wish there was some other way that they could charge these people or pay them so they wouldn't have the incentive to drive so recklessly.
Well, I wish I could say it was only the food delivery service people that drove recklessly on scooters.
True.
There are a lot of people riding on scooters that are a little crazy. Be careful out there, guys. Take your time. You don't live forever, so you want to make sure that you're safe and you're making the road safe for other people.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our discussion. And, of course, all of you are required now to have a discussion that is way more interesting than the one we just had.
Just try.
Do try indeed. So that brings us to the end of our discussion, and it brings us to the end of our program. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again next time. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.